guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do Annabelle's 2-month update. I apologize for the framing of this video. I'm gonna have to hold her up or something. This is Annabelle Rose. Oh, she's so chubby. I feel like her last update she was so tiny, and look at how big she is. This is, her pants barely fit her, but yeah, she is 9 pounds 8 ounces, which is funny because I think I mentioned this in like a Snapchat or something, but I can't believe that some of you guys have birthed 9 pound 8 ounce baby, or 9 pound 10 pound babies naturally, because she's huge. And if you guys are new to my channel, I did have her via C-section, so I don't know what a vaginal delivery like feels like. Hopefully I can get that next time. I'll talk about that later. But anyways, she's huge, so I just can't believe it. So I wanted to film updates for her. I think I missed the last update or something, maybe not. But, oh yeah, I think I did her 1 week update, which if you haven't seen, I will put somewhere on the screen here and down below. But I do want to film like updates here and there for her because you guys seem to be very interested in babies. What is her face? Why do you have a frown on your face? Okay, so I just fed her, so hopefully she's chill throughout this video. Look at that double chin over here. Okay, so the first thing I just wanted to briefly gloss over is how amazing being a mom is. And I think in my last update, I don't know, if you guys have had babies before, you'll know that the first few weeks / month of after you have your baby, so the first month postpartum, at least for me and a lot of other moms that I talk to, your hormones are wacky and you feel crazy. So ignore my last video if I just don't see myself, but I feel so much better. Okay, this video is not about me, but I just had to throw that out there. So the first thing I want to talk about is how amazing it is to be a mom. I know that sounds so cliche, but you guys, I swear having a baby is underrated. At least it was for me. Whenever I got married, I never really thought, well no, whenever I got engaged, because if you guys don't know, I got pregnant before I got married, about like 4 months before. So yeah, basically whenever I got engaged, I never thought, oh, I want a baby right away. Babies are the cutest things ever. I did kind of grow up around babies. My sister has 2 children, so I have a niece and a nephew, but nothing is like having your own little baby. She's already getting squeamish, but yeah, nothing's like having your own, and it's just like the most fulfilling thing of life. I can't even, like, I don't even want to do anything for myself. I know I look put together today, but this is like the first time in a month. I don't even care about showering. I know that sounds kind of gross, but I don't care about looking good anymore. I mean, I gotta be healthy and stuff, but I don't really care about things that I used to care about. Things like finding the best beauty trends, fashion trends, just like, I don't know, I just don't care about myself as much. Like, all I care about is her. Basically, it's just a really blissful time when you have a baby because there's just nothing like their face looking at you, and especially because she's smiling now. She smiles not just because she's passing gas, but because she's actually happy and she's actually smiling. It's just like the most rewarding and happiest time of my life by far. Like, better than getting married, better than getting engaged, better than graduating with my degree. Like, nothing comes close to having your baby smile at you. So yeah, just gotta throw that out there just in case you guys wondered if having a baby was all it was cracked up to be, because I seriously did not know. So like I said, she's 2 months old. She was born pretty small. She was 5 pounds 13 ounces, so she's been growing a ton. And I'm not gonna like go into detail about the breastfeeding thing, because I'm sure if you watch this video, you watch my vlogs, but if you don't, basically I am still supplementing with formula. I'm hoping that one day soon I can completely go off formula. I haven't given up hope yet, but we did get her tongue tie and her lip tie clipped. So yeah, she had a tongue and lip tie. If you guys don't know, they were pretty bad. I think the lip tie was a class 4, so it was like really thick. And she's completely healed from that. I no longer have to press on the wound or anything like that. So that was really hard because 6 times a day we had to press on her wound, and it made her cry for the first 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. But after that, she stopped crying and it became normal. So yeah, we could finally stop doing that, which, I don't know, it just is terrible to inflict pain on your baby. I seriously want to cry whenever she cries. So yeah, a lot of you guys have been asking about how breastfeeding was after we got her tongue and lip tie clipped. Her latch is a lot deeper, but the thing is she can't really open her, I mean, she can open her mouth really wide. She just doesn't know she can because she's never been able to since she was in the womb. So yeah, I'm trying to work with an OT and just use my maternal instincts to try and help her open her mouth. But I've kind of come to the realization that if I do have to supplement, It's not the end of the world. I know I talk in my vlogs a lot about how devastated I am about not being able to breastfeed fully and how I cringe at the thought of formula, but I've gotten used to it, and I honestly think a lot of that just like fear contributed from my postpartum hormones. I was just going kind of crazy, but anyways. So yeah, I feel better about supplementing just because I can see her gaining weight and I can see her being a happy baby, and she just looks really healthy and happy, and honestly that's all I care about. I sometimes think part of me being so devastated in the beginning about not being able to exclusively breastfeed was kind of just like, I don't know if it came selfishly, but I just really wanted that bond with her. And if you guys haven't had kids yet, you probably won't know this, but just to tell you, I've talked to a lot of moms, so I know this isn't just me, but I don't know. When you breastfeed, it's the best feeling in the world, and none of my friends can understand because none of them have kids, and they just look at me like I'm crazy, like, why do you care so much about breastfeeding? But the happiness I get from breastfeeding her and like the bond we share from breastfeeding is just not something I'm willing to give up so quickly, because she is only 2 months old. So I'm gonna try a little bit longer, not a little bit, I'm gonna try for, I don't know how long I'm gonna try for, but I'm gonna try harder to exclusively breastfeed. Beyond the fact that it's the best for the baby and all the antibodies and all that stuff, the bond you get with your baby with breastfeeding is like one of the happiest bonds and just like the happiest feeling I've ever felt in the world. So I think that's partly why I was devastated. But anyways, moving on from that, I feel a lot better that now that she's gaining weight and everything. So I'm just gonna touch upon some of the stuff that's happened over the past 2 months/month and some things that I haven't really mentioned in my vlogs. So she's sleeping. Okay, so since she is supplemented with formula, she's on a little bit more of a schedule rather than if she was exclusively breastfeeding and she was just feeding all the time. Granted, she is still feeding all the time, and I have to pump and I have to clean the pump parts and I have to just do a bunch of stuff, so my life is a mess. I just got a moment to film this video now that she's happy and full, but she isn't sleeping through the night, which I don't expect her to. So at 2 months, I think she's actually 2 months and like 3 days, so not quite, but she still wakes up every 2 hours to feed about 2 ounces, 2 to 3 ounces. So yeah, she's feeding regularly and sleeping on a pattern, so at least I can predict like what's to happen or what's to come. And she does sleep in our bed with us, which is so funny because looking back on my pregnancy videos, I was talking all about how, you know, like where my baby was gonna sleep, safe sleeping, and all this stuff. And then when I had her, I was like, it just feels so natural to have her near me. It does not feel natural to have her in her crib or even in a bassinet. So I know that's not for every mom, and I am totally not knocking the moms that put their baby in their room, just because I know I'm gonna eventually have to put her in her own room. She's not gonna sleep with me forever, but yeah, I'm just not doing that right away. So I know it's, I know it's different for everyone. She is sleeping in the DockATot, and I do not feel like the DockATot is unsafe at all, just like with my maternal instincts. Doug and I both feel really good about using it, and yeah, I actually returned the Halo bassinet. I returned it like last month. You guys will probably already know that from my vlogs or my Snapchat, but I returned it because she hated it and I wasn't willing to cry it out at such a young age. So yeah, basically she's doing that. I used to swaddle her to sleep, but it's just like, we don't have air conditioning in our apartment and we live in LA, so it gets kind of hot, and I found that swaddling her would just make her sweaty, so I just kind of let her sleep in a onesie, and maybe that's why she's only sleeping 2 hours, although I don't think so, because just because she's eating only 2 ounces every 2 hours, so I don't think it's because she's not being swaddled that she's not sleeping long periods of time. You guys can let me know about that. Since she is over 9 pounds, she finally grew out of her newborn clothes, and I always saw the moms, like, I don't know, I would always watch the postpartum updates before I had a baby, and the moms would seriously be, they just looked so devastated that the baby was growing, and I was always just thinking to myself, why are they, you know, upset that their baby is growing? And now I totally understand. She just grew out of newborn clothes, and I'm so sad. I had to pack them all up because her chubby body just wouldn't fit in them anymore, and it made me so sad. And I seriously look at pictures on my phone and like reminisce to how small she is. I know that sounds like a crazy mom, but I'm totally that way. So she is wearing size 1 diapers, although they're a little big, and let me know like your guys' diaper recommendations, because we're actually just using the diapers that I got from her baby shower. So I haven't actually no, that's not true. I did use the newborn size and we went out and bought them. I think I showed in a vlog, they were Pampers. And then now we're using the ones we got from the baby shower, and they're Huggies, and she seriously leaks out of them. I don't know if it's because they're a little too big or if it's because the Huggies brand isn't good. Let me know your guys' experience with Huggies and what brand I should get next, if Pampers is good. I really like the Pampers newborn, but I don't know if like the size 1, 2, and 3 is good in Pampers. Also, I like to know diapers on a budget because they're expensive, and I'm not about to get like super expensive diapers just because they're cute. She poops and pees in it, like, I don't know. I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but a lot of people love the Honest Company diapers because they have patterns on them. But to be honest, I'm the only one that really sees her pattern diapers, and I don't really care to see them. Like, it's not a big deal if they're plain. So yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite diapers are. The other thing I wanted to just briefly mention is that she hasn't been given a pacifier yet, just because we've had such trouble with breastfeeding that I'm afraid a pacifier is going to make her adverse to the breast and like never want to breastfeed. I don't know, I'm just paranoid. But I am reading online that you can give your baby a pacifier between, I think, 6 to 8 weeks old. So she is, you know, in that time. So let me know, is there any babies out there or any parents out there that have never given their baby a pacifier? I don't know if giving her a pacifier is necessary or if it ever will be. I just hear that sometimes it can make their teeth move, and I don't know, I haven't done too much research on it, but let me know if there's pros and cons to using a pacifier. I mean, I have read that it reduces the risk of SIDS, so that's a pro, but I don't really know if it's necessary if I'm still trying to breastfeed. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. So yeah, some of the things that she likes to do and just likes in general, she loves music, and I don't think I even played any music for her. I don't know why, I was so out of it the first month, but I started to play music for her and sing to her, and Doug and I do it pretty much every day now, and she loves Katy Perry. I don't know why. I'll probably have to vlog it, but every time I play it for her, she smiles so big. I wish she would smile right now, but I think she has smiled in a vlog for you guys. But yeah, so she loves music and she loves Katy Perry. I think the songs are just really uplifting and like happy, so she likes that. She also does tummy time and is really good at lifting her head, and she usually does it with Doug because that's like his thing with her, and they like to have that bond since he's at work all day. So I usually sit by them and he like, I don't know, he like pretends to do tummy times himself, like she's gonna imitate him. I don't know if that works, but he's been doing that every night with her. We were given some exercises to help her stretch out her tongue and help her open her mouth wider, and basically one of them is for me to stick out my tongue at her so she can like imitate. And at first when the OT told me that, I was like, that is not gonna work. She's not gonna stick out her tongue just because I do it, because she's just so small, but she seriously does it almost every time. It's crazy. And I also open my mouth wide and she does the same thing. So yeah, she's just so smart, I can tell. And a lot of you guys are always saying how alert she is, which she totally is. Her eyes are like always fixated on all the people in the room, and yeah, anytime anybody walks in the room, or if like a light turns on, or if there's a loud noise, she immediately reacts to it. So yeah, that's really good. We haven't been using her nursery a lot, which is obvious. A lot of you guys were telling me anyways that, why am I putting so much effort into doing a nursery? You know, you're never gonna be in it. But this week we actually finally started using it more. So I've been putting her in her crib, and she loves to look up at her mobile. It's definitely short-lived. She only does it for like a couple minutes, which is better than not having her in there at all, just because I want to get her really comfortable in this room, because I do want to start putting her in the crib like for naps. I don't know at what stage. Well, I guess whatever age she's gonna take it, because she definitely would not sleep in the crib right now. That's another thing. She only really falls asleep when she's in my arms, which I know is a really bad habit to start forming, but I can't help how cute she is. Like, I don't want to put her down, and when she falls asleep, I know that if I put her down, she'll wake right up, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that, so we'll just hold her to sleep. And Doug does the same thing too. That is totally not recommended, I know, but she's so small. Like, I don't know at what age you start to like put her down by herself. I guess it just depends parent to parent, but I don't think we're at the stage yet. I just can't stand to hear her cry. Like, I seriously want to cry when she cries, so probably gonna wait maybe another month or two. But she does sleep in the DockATot sometimes, and she will sleep in her, I think it's the Rock and Play, but that's only pretty much like once a day. She'll sleep in the Rock and Play when we're having dinner, so that's good. And she really does like how it vibrates. I'm probably gonna do like a newborn essentials, because there is a ton of stuff that we have had given to us, or people bought for us, or we bought ourselves, that were just a waste of money and we just don't use, or she just doesn't like it. And I think it does depend baby to baby. But let me know if you guys want me to do that video, because I know a lot of you guys are pregnant watching my channel. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I'll show you guys what she looks like one more time. She can finally hold her head up, as you can tell. Look at that head strength. She has so much hair and she has a big old cowlick. Okay, you can't really tell right now because she just took a nap and it's all like messy, but she has such a big cowlick on the back of her head, it's crazy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my channel. If you liked it and if you like these videos, then give this video a thumbs up below. Give them a thumbs up. Okay, that's her tiny thumbs up. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.